Hey guys, DTO6 Toys here, back with another review. This time I'll be reviewing Figma's Kamado Tanjiro, the DX edition. Let's get right into it. I will say this right off the bat. This guy's aesthetics are his strongest trait. Tanjiro looks absolutely fantastic. It's as if he came right out of the anime. He has a great sculpt throughout, good proportions, and a nice amount of detail. Unlike Buzzbot, the Haori on this figure is made out of plastic. While that is certainly an interesting choice, it's far from being a bad one. I find it works really well with the overall look of the figure. I really don't have much complaints here. He looks and feels great. Moving on to accessories. Starting with facial expressions, he comes with his default smiling face, a happy face, a teeth gritting face, and a comical face, which is exclusive to the DX edition. I also have the bonus accessory, which one can only get if they order the figure directly off the Good Smile Shop website. It's a warding mask that Tanjiro's master gave him before the final selection. It looks really good, and it fits his head easily thanks to the elastic string attached to it. For hands, he comes with a pair of fists, a pair of sword holding hands, a pair of relaxed hands, a pair of open palm hands, and the left hand for when he holds his sheath. It doesn't really look that good to me because of how high it's placed on the sheath. It can't go lower either because of how the sheath is designed, being stuck to his waist here, which is a pretty poor choice in my opinion. Of course, he comes with his signature black nitrine sword, along with a short version for when it's sheathed in his scabbard. As part of the DX edition, he also comes with two sword effect parts, one for his water breathing style, and another for his Hinokami Kagura style. They both look really good, with the molds used being different enough to set them apart. I'm glad that's the case, instead of having two effect parts that are just a recolor of each other. It also comes with the accompanying stand, with this one adding an additional articulated arm to support the sword effect parts. Last but not least, the DX edition also comes with a mini Nezuko statue, which looks really good. Oh, and before I forget, it also does come with an extra peg, just in case one breaks on you. So, for articulation, he can look up, pretty alright, but he can barely look down. In fact, it looks like he's looking straight, so that's not very good. The arm can move up and down, and front and back, thanks to that butterfly joint. The arm itself can also do a full rotation, which is great. The elbow bend, and the rotation at the forearm. The wrist peg can move up and down, and also a full rotation. Pretty standard for every wrist joint nowadays. He can tilt forward, but he will start to lose his balance, so be careful with that. And he can also tilt backward. Not too far, but it's alright. Now, can do some side to side, and of course rotation as well. Now his scabbard is attached to his waist, as I said earlier, which is not a very good design choice in my opinion. The Haori at the back can move up about that far, as you can see. Now moving on to his leg articulation, it can move up about that far until it came off on me, which is pretty unfortunate. I think this is something that I hope is isolated to just my copy, but it does tend to fall out a lot. You can kick back, kick to the side, it's pretty good. Knee bend, and if that's not enough, you can also have a bend at the shin, which looks weird, but it works when you are posing him. Rotation at the shin and a rotation at the foot, pretty standard. His foot can of course move up and down without issue. And the toe hinge, god, that's a ridiculous toe hinge. And ankle rocker as well. So, overall, this figure is pretty alright. There are some issues, but they aren't so major that it makes this a less enjoyable figure. Despite that, I'm slightly displeased with this release because of one major thing. I never talked about price in my previous reviews, nor did I want to bring it up here, because I think that price is subjective. What's costly to me might not be costly to you, and vice versa. I also do live outside of the US, so the exchange rate is, well, for obvious reasons, different for me. Regardless, I simply can't ignore it here because it doesn't feel justified. The DX edition is close to $100 US, and if this is what you get, it's really hard to recommend it to anyone. If it was maybe $20 or $30 US cheaper, then maybe I wouldn't be so salty about it, but unfortunately that is not the case here. The standard edition itself is around $70 US, which really doesn't feel justified to me either. Honestly, it feels like Max Factory have been a little cocky with their pricing lately, and it's not limited to just its Demon Slayer line. You can get a figure that offers similar quality and accessories for a little less from most other companies, so it really feels unjustified. But that's just what I think. That said, if you do like what you've seen throughout this review and aren't really bothered by its price, then by all means, go for it. It does look amazing, has a decent amount of accessories, and can be put in a good number of poses. So that's it for this review, and I'll see you all for the next one.